Hello, Trading View community. Welcome to my new analysis about DELL. And with DELL, it has to be said that with DELL, I have spotted major developments within the recent times currently going on within the world market, and especially within these important historical fundamental stock market price action times. It has to be said that there are major developments currently going on within the world stock market, especially as there are major inflation, recession, supply chain disruption events, which are increasing more and more within the recent times, and more investors are looking to hedge against these important, crucial, severe inflation, recession, supply chain disruption events. And in this case, this is also my approach within my total return approach, because I am picking only those setups that have real potential for further expansions, for further trading setup opportunities within the market. And this is always a important approach within these times. And therefore, with DELL, it has to be mentioned that DELL recently has shown up with this important bullish volatility spike into the new all-time high direction. This is a important volatility spike with which they has shown up here within the recent times. And when measuring this important volatility spike, it has to be mentioned that they alone, with this spike into the upper directions, with this important bullish volatility candle into the upper directions, into the new all-time high direction, has shown up with a pump over 30% into the bullish direction. And this is already an important indication that they has shown up with, especially as they had such pumps within the history of they already. And in this case, it has to be mentioned that they also has important fundamental support structures here within this whole structure, especially with these important support lines within these structures. Also, they has this important high volume development, and this means that this bullish bounce into the upper directions is actually followed by real bullish price action and real bullish fundamental volume. And this means that this spike into the bullish direction is actually not only a bull trap, because when this bullish spike into the upper directions would not have been followed by the bullish volume into the upper directions, then this could be also just be a major bull trap within the upper directions. And this did not happen it, and they had the ability to show up with these important volume spikes into the upper directions. And now this means that they actually has the further potentials to hold here within these wall structures and to bounce within these wall structures and build up within these wall structures, as they has important supports within these wall structures. Also, considering this wall structure, it has to be mentioned that they actually is forming this main ascending triangle formation, in which it is already bouncing, especially forming the flag pole of this wall bullish bounce towards the upside directions. And this means that this main ascending triangle formation is likely to be completed within the upcoming times, especially once there is bouncing above the upper boundary with a important volatility bounce above the upper boundary. And also, when considering this wall structure here within this wall development, it has to be mentioned that they actually also completed this wall flag formation towards the upside. This is actually a gigantic bull flag formation that they already completed here with the breakouts into the upper directions, from where it increased with heavy bullish volume, momentum, spikes, and bullish volume in this wall structure. And this is already a fundamental bullish backing that they actually has here in this wall structure. Also, when looking at this whole wave count that they already established, This whole wave count is a major ABC wave count, with the wave A already being completed, and now the wave B has been completed with this huge bull flag formation towards the upper directions. And now with this major breakout into the new all-time high direction, this is the final breakout setup into the bullish directions, from where there has major potentials for huge expansions to show up within the upcoming times, especially with this important fundamental bullish volume spikes and this bullish volume increase into the upper directions. And now it has to be mentioned that they also has this important 100 EMA, which is also still a major factor within this whole structure. And what has to be mentioned within the current market, it gets more and more important to actually move forward with the important digitization events. As the digitization events increase more and more, this is also necessary to consider within the market, because with these digitization events, there is also a important market mover, because it increases the digitization developments within Dell. And this is also a fundamental backing that they actually is showing within the market. Also, when looking at this whole structure, they already completed this huge wave A towards the upside, in which it bounced over 350% towards the upside. This is a huge bullish price action increase towards the upside, with which they has shown up here within this whole development. And especially within the past times, they always within the bullish bounces bounced over 50% always towards the upside. And this is already a important bullish momentum backing. And now, when considering this important bullish breakout here within this whole structure, it has to be mentioned that with this whole development, they has activated minimum targets of 158, 85, 185.5, and above that, the minimum targets are within the 200 area. This means that with this bullish breakout, they has actually increased the momentum developments and activated the target zones of minimum 200 within this whole structure. And now with these current bullish volatility developments going on, this means that there is going to increase the momentum of this whole price action developments by 3, 4, 5x towards the upside. And this means that once they shows up with this important volatility spike, momentum accelerations, this means that these targets will be reached faster than the price action actually goes. And always when this volatility increases faster than the actual price action goes, this is always a important factor, a important bullish factor within the market that has a major volatility expansion potentials to show up within this whole market development. Also, as there is a important development consideration within the whole digitization market, this is a major factor to consider here. And therefore, these are my target zones within this whole structure. And there is a important gem within the market. This is why I am putting Dell on my current dynamics watch list within the market and following the price actions within the day developments, because these are some major developments within the current market. And this is why I am going to follow Dell and put Dell on my watch list, because these are major developments. Also, it is necessary to always follow my total return approach, which I am also considering within my analytics backend, within my analytics setups within the market. This is my total return approach, in which I only spot the best setups within the market that have real potential to expand within the market. And with this being said, it will be a really important development with day going on, especially when this whole trade setups finally develop here within the next times. These will be some important opportunities within the market. And with this being said, it will be great when you support my project further with a like, follow, and comment. With this being said, bye bye.